Greetings, wanderers, and welcome back to the Caves of Qud. When in the last episode, our adventurer met with a rather ignoble fate, let's be honest. We haven't had too much luck with our current runs, but that's never a reason to stop, not with a roguelike. It is par for the course. The first couple of runs are going to end fairly quickly. So let's just go ahead and jump straight in and make a new character. Now, I already have a bit of an idea of what kind of character I would like to make this time. First and foremost, let's get our ego nice and high. Likewise with... sure, willpower can go up to 18, that's fine. Intelligence, decently high. Toughness, we'll just level these out and then see which ones I want to increase from there. Maybe a point into toughness, so that toughness and intelligence will both level up reasonably soon. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I should pull one or two of these down, because I do like having a little bit of extra strength and agility, because that gives you so many equipment options, even if you're going for an Esper style character. We weren't going to be able to push that up any further. Okay, yeah, I think that's a reasonable set there. Now, let's have a look, shall we? First, and indeed foremost, we're going to grab... well, there are two that we're going to get straight away. Domination and Beguiling. Now, Beguiling allows us to beguile a nearby creature into serving us loyally. Dominate allows us to fully control that creature. Now, it's limited. You get 100 rounds plus 100 per level of Dominate. The thing with Domination is that when a creature that is your ally levels up, it gets the basic level up abilities, but it doesn't use any of its skill points, its attribute points, or its mutation points. They do gain mutation points. Using Dominate, you can go into that character and literally spend its levels. So you can make a very, very powerful character if you particularly want to. What else should we go for here? Maybe Mental Mirror? Reflects up to one mental attack, shatters when all reflection charges are exhausted, recharges to full charge 50 rounds after shattering. Okay. Precognition. There's Siphon Vim. I mean, if we get into a bit of a problem, Teleport Other. Quite useful. You teleport an adjacent creature to a random nearby location, or teleportation. You teleport to a nearby location. All quite nice. We could go for Temporal Fugue. You quickly pass back and forth through time, creating multiple copies of yourself, but they're not necessarily going to use all of the awesome abilities that we have, so I'm more inclined to take Light Manipulation. Again, Mind Lasers. And that leaves us with 1 point that we can spend on pretty much anything we really want to. I mean, Night Vision is a nice, simple little point that you can spend on something. It doesn't get any better, but it does mean that we can turn off our Light Manipulation if we don't want it on in the early levels, and I'm actually quite keen on that. That being said, we could take a couple of other things if we really wanted to. I'm not particularly interested in taking the defects for now, though. So this is the character that we're going to be going with. I think I like them. Now then, we could push our agility, our strength up. I mean, having butchery in charge is nice. Meditate fasting way, so we'd need less food and water. That is also quite nice. The Archanaut, though, Gadget Inspector, Scavenger, Spry, Dodge, Shortblade, Expertise. Starts with Random Jump and Artifacts. That is quite a nice one. Tinker. The fact you start with Tinker 1 means that we could just make certain things. A Nomad, getting the recycling suit is quite nice. You basically make items over time. You make money. And we'd have Harvestry. It's not too bad, that one. And you start with the plus 200 reputation with the Isakari tribe. Let's see. Warden, Longblade proficiency, block, shield slam, steady hands, bows and rifles. It's a difficult one. I think for us, though, if we can get a bonus to ego, we should probably try that. It's the Water Merchant or the Apostle. Proselytize, Tactful, Intimidate. These are all very nice. Yeah, we're gonna go full Esper. Or, well, we're not full Esper, but we're going to really focus on our Esper side of this character. And we are going to be starting in Joppa. And for this particular survivor, mutated human, we are going to be taking out a weird alchemist. There we go. Pomp. Let's see how this one plays out. Now then, the first thing you're going to notice about this once we've gone through the text is I have turned off the mod, which is chest hole tile set. So we're going to be playing with the default tile set for this one. On the 7th of Ubu'ut, you arrive at the oasis hamlet of Joppa, along the far rim of Mograyi, the Great Salt Desert. All around you, moisture farmers tend to the groves of Viridian watervine. There are huts wrought from rock salt and brinestalk. On the horizon, Cud's jungles strangle chrome steeples and rusted archways to the earth. Further and beyond, the fabled spindle rises above the fray and pierces the cloud-ribboned sky. Very nice indeed. But yes, the game looks very different. But let's go and have a quick chat, shall we? Hello, Mehmet. What can you tell me about Joppa? You'll be wise to speak with Elder Irudad. Look for his hut to the north. Very well, I'm in search of work. Some critters are eating our water vine. Farouk claims he saw one slinking around a vine patch. Ugly little thing, he says, pale white, 8 legs, and ear-splitting whine. I noticed a bit of red dirt in the water vine pool. The same we find in the soil at the nearby cave to the north we call Red Rock. Travel to Red Rock and kill as many of these critters as you can. Bring back the corpse of one, too. Elder Irudad will reward your efforts. Very well, I will do as you ask. But that is not all I would like to do here, friend. I would like to begin the water ritual with you. Your thirst is mine. My water is yours. You share your water with Mehmet and begin the water ritual. My reputation with the villagers of Joppa has increased by 125 because we have Tactful. And because they dislike Mehmet, your reputation with apes has changed a little bit. They don't dislike him too much. Likewise, the reputation with the villagers of Tarsipur has changed a little bit. But because they despise Mehmet, the reputation with the villagers of Burvaruk has changed by 100. That was a poor change for us, honestly. Okay, but that's not super bad. Very well, I'm working on it. Live and drink. Now, let's go and help ourselves over here. What's this? There's nothing in that. Would you like to store an item? No, I don't want to. I would like to look at it, though, just in case. No, it's nothing particularly special. Right, fractured microchip, a new water skin. That's not terribly bad. Right, let's head over here. Check this one out as well. Weird artifact, very nice. Let's close that one up. Nothing over there. Oh, you snuck in right behind me. Very well. Wanderer, orphan of the salt, hear me. To the north and the west, through the great salt desert, the 6-day stilt splits the earth in two. Seek there the grandeur of Sekinah. First among fathers, release yourself from the burden that Chrome bears on your sickly flesh. Go, now. You intrigue me. I will make the journey and see the 6-day stilt for myself. There we are. And let's go grab the other items that are lying around. I like this little bit of a song. Milky tube, maybe a salve injector, I'm guessing. Hello, Dromad merchant. Don't mind me. A violet tube, a two-handed sword, a bent metal sheet, and a copper nugget. I like it. Right, let's have a look at these then. Examine. Blaze injector, okay. And make some progress understanding the salve injector. And finally, fungicide grenade. What? That might be really useful to keep. I like it. Turn off the lit torch. Extinguish, remove. I would like the fungicide grenade to be my thrown weapon. What else have we got? 200. We've got a short bow now. So let's grab that. Let's remove the staff and see what else we have. We've got a 200 sword. I mean, it's not bad. It's significantly better, let's be honest. Yeah, we'll wield that. We've got nothing else to equip right now. Copper nugget was not a bad thing to end up with. Right then, a Dromad. Tam, what kind of creature are you? Very well. Let's trade. I would like to sell all of the torches. Thank you. Don't need them. These I'll keep maybe for a little bit. Boarskin gloves. Not bad, actually. I wouldn't mind taking those off your hands. Chain gauntlets, though. Oof. No, just the boarskin gloves. Now, the really nice thing about having multiple arms is you can equip multiple sets of gloves and you get the effect from all of them. It's actually pretty useful. I would definitely like some bandages as well. Now, you've got some lovely things down here. Ooh, so gorgeous. Carbide short sword, carbide long sword, carbide dagger. How I wish I could, but alas, I cannot. We'll come back and we'll get some better stuff later on. Got some copper nuggets though. Wouldn't mind buying a few of these. Let's take the old... Well, no, not that many. I need some of my water at least. And let's see, can I get another one? Yeah, okay. It's a reasonable trade. Yes, I'll give you 30 drams out of my 63. Thank you. I'm not going to sell any of my equipment with you yet, though. Actually, Mehmet, do you have anything to trade? Nothing much. You used to be able to trade for quite a lot of items from Mehmet. Let's talk to Stesiphus. Soft grounding. Trade. Has nothing to trade. I'm gonna pet you. You pet Stesiphus. Stesiphus meows. You start to glow. Marvelous. Ain't they wishing their heart keep pumping? Move along if they do. I could share a dram of water. There we are, with Warden Ulrich. You begin the water ritual. Your reputation with the Fellowship of Wardens has changed. Because they admire Warden Ulrich, your reputation with the villagers of Joppa has changed by 100. Because they despise Warden Ulrich, your reputation with urchins has changed by minus 100. Because they dislike Warden Ulrich, your reputation with the Quill Skipper people has changed by minus 50. Very well. Share a secret with me, friend? I'm not quite there yet. I would ask you to join me, friend. I'm not quite there yet either. That's fine, though. Can reward an additional 100 reputation if I really want to. Alright, then. Reputation with the Fellowship of Wardens is minus 20. Oh. Doesn't seem I can, actually. Okay, well, maybe if I get particularly high stats, I'll eventually be able to. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and eat a fresh apple melt. There we go. 12% regeneration, my thirst at half the rate for a while. Live and drink, wayfarer. Welcome to the Oasis of Joppa. Here you will find shade and victual, along with other provisions to help you better scour the rust caves for treasure. Above all else, you may drink of our fresh water and quench your thirst. What can you tell me about Joppa? Joppa is an oasis hamlet nestled between the eastern reaches of the Great Salt Pans and the jungles of Cud. We are a community of watervine farmers. These groves lie along some of the few tracts of land tame enough to grow watervine. What can you tell me about Cud? Cud is a strange and terrifying Mesa to the northeast. Her tainted rivers breed life in all its motley forms. Her poisoned jungles shelter priceless relics of a forgotten past. But that is just the half of it, for Cud's most precious treasures, and her most hideous children, lie within the innumerable chrome caverns beneath the scarlet loam. To ply those silver hollows, a spry adventurer's dream. The years have wizened me beyond such foolish ambitions, but you, be not deterred so. Very well. Would you like to trade? I would not like to buy any of your books. No. Okay, fair enough. My thanks. Live and drink. And then we're going to talk again. Your thirst is mine. My water is yours. Reputation is changed by another 125. Because they dislike Elder Irodad, your reputation with dogs is changed by minus 50. Oh no, not the dogs. Scallywags. Live and drink, friend. My thanks, live and drink. I want to check something first. I don't believe I have the ability to cook. No, I have no cooking ability whatsoever. So that's fine. We can go ahead and do that. But let me go and quickly check my reputation with doggos. Where are the doggos? They'll be down here. Oh, only 250? Man. Dogs won't usually let you pet them. You aren't welcome in their holy places. This makes me sad. What did you do that dogs dislike you, and why have I now shared that fate, you scallywag? Should have warned me. Okay, I'll take your, I'll take the, if you can teach me to how to do harvestry. Please and thank you. There we are. Maybe share a secret with me. Maybe not. Go on then. Your reputation with the villagers has changed. Alderodad shares an event from the life of the Sultan with you. While travelling near Ekangnip Morass in Tamugetu, Das was captured by bandits. She murdered their leader by filling him with existential despair and was thenceforth known as Quill Skipper. Oh, so that's the person that we're no longer necessarily on good terms with. Well, that's a bit of a shame. Very well, thank you very much for the secret there. I appreciate it. Not that I'm going to be able to use it particularly well now, but never mind. Alright, let's have a look at you. Shrine to Dase, Ushur's wife. Look. The shrine depicts a significant event from the life of the ancient Sultan Das. I'm not sure how I'm going to pronounce his name. Deep in Tamugetu, Das stumbled upon a clan of grazing hedonists performing a secret ritual. Because of her philosophical eyes, they accepted her into their fold and taught her their secrets. You know this piece of information in the Sultan's history. I'm not going to desecrate, I'm going to pray. You voice a short prayer beneath the shrine to Das, Ushur's wife. There we are, that's fine. Moving on. Let's go and grab some experience from down here. Also, let's pop our faces in, you know. Say hello, like. Hello! Tensile strength, rare blonde, but lacking in dino elasticity. Retro-threading the M-band would probably... I didn't notice you there. That's because I was ignoring you. I'm noting a trace yield of synthetic linseed solvent. Unexpected deviation from the clan constant. Must you disturb me? What are you, some sort of treasure hunter? At the very least, make yourself useful and bring me a knick-knack from one of the caves. I may reward you. Where can I find such a cave? There are caves everywhere, you dolt. This is Cad. Try the Rust Wells, just east of here. I will return with your knick-knack. There we go. And we should already have a knick-knack to give you. Could give you one of the injectors, honestly. Here's your knick-knack. I guess I'm going to give you both of the injectors. There you are. It appears you may be useful after all. Now go fetch me another. If I must. Here's your knick-knack. The salve injector, which is actually quite a useful one, but 150 EXP is 150 EXP. You've gained a level. You are now level 2. You have gained 3 hit points, 74 skill points, and 1 mutation point. You have completed the quest. Fetch Argive another knick-knack. Good, good. Quite impressive, treasure hunter. Maybe you're fit to poke around my workshop here. I've been wanting another apprentice. So unfortunate what happened to Scraff. What with the disembowelment and all. Take a seat. There, not on that seat. That's what caused the disembowelment. Now, let me explain. I'm on the cusp of a grand discovery. When I'm done assembling the weird wire conduit, you'll be able to speak to anyone from here to Kaifas. First, though, I'm going to need some copper wire. As much as you can find. At least 200 feet. You should be able to scavenge enough from the Rust Wells and nearby caves. As you say, I'll go fetch the wire. But before I do that, I need to go and get myself a bloody friend. I need a friend. What are you? Tatters of sweat stained Kefia thrash in the wind from where they hang about the farm's necks. Clasped in gnarled brown hands is a curved vine reaper of iron, which she culls moisture-swollen wafers from the viridian plant called watervine. Equipped woven tunic, iron vine reaper sandals. You will do. I am going to beguile you. I mean, laser beams are quite nice. It's true. Maybe I should keep these ones for... actually, I mean, just disable you right now. There we are. That should have been turned off. Medicine Stay, Intimidate, Proselytize, Harvest Plants is toggled on. Yeah, okay. Menacing Stay seems like a good one. Proselytize. Could I find out a little bit more about it? I would very much like to know what that is before I use it. You persuade an intelligent creature to join you. Okay, so I might be able to actually use that. Let's see. Well, first, actually, I'm going to beguile someone. So, you. There we are. Now, I would super like it if you would also possibly join me. Unconvinced by my pleas. Okay, well, that's fine then. I mean, I could force the issue, but I'm going to try not to. The glow diminishes. Right, well, we've toggled off our light source. That's fine. We can see fine in the night, so... we're going to look around, Joppa. I'd like to examine all of the areas before we move on. In loving memory of Murim, cooked for sustenance by the Naphtali tribe. Wow! Okay, they died because they needed to be eaten. Here rests the body of Kumquat, choked on some humble pie. Ah. Rest in peace, Nishwururjur. Died of malnutrition after eating only fire ant gaster. Memory of Kun. Died of malnutrition after eating only croc jerky. Well, that seems nutritious. Here lies the body of Okut, suffocated in sleep gas. And finally, Neorushia drank from a poisoned canteen. Wow. It's unfortunate, isn't it? Oh, this is more of a mausoleum. Memory of Hasher, choked on a vine wafer. What a way to go. On a vine wafer of all things. Wow. Hello there. Care you to join me? You know what? I'm going to add this one to C. Command... well, actually, yeah, it's survival camp, isn't it? I guess what I could do is I could add all of these to control keys instead. And menacing stare, intimidate, and proselytize. Laser beams can still be shift though. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, so we want to let me just double check that again. What did I just activate? I'm fairly certain I activated the right one. Oh, I did not. I activated Intimidate. This is the problem. Unconvinced. Maybe I need to level her up a little bit. Okay, well, we have anything over here? No, but we could just wipe these things out just because. Though that said, is that water vine over there harvestable? I think that one might be. At any rate, let's go ahead and laser beam you. There we go. We could just pick them up. Sure. Get. And we'll trade them to the Dromad merchant. And there we go. Yeah, we harvested that vine wafer. Excellent. Any other vines that can be harvested around here? Yeah, actually there's a few. Oh, fantastic. Let me go and grab all of these. Womp. And I'll just wipe you out. If I can. With all of my charges if I must. Okay, I'm out. Out of charges. You can finish them off for me. Thank you. Oh, and you're now going to just go and murderize everything. Okay, that works for me, honestly. Let's get the dragonfly corpse. Unless you die. That would be really bad. And you're injured, okay. Don't die. Thank you for not dying. That would be quite a waste, honestly. Anything else around here? I mean, I could turn on my sight so that sorry, ambient glow. Though it'll take a little while to fully charge up again. But we may as well grab all of the water vine, because I've not really been doing that too much, I'll be honest. I've not been going out of my way to harvest harvestable plants, despite having the abilities to. Which is a bit silly, considering I usually pay for those abilities by exchanging goodwill. Okay. Alright, let's, you know what? Explore this whole area. There we go. That's fine. Now, how many of these places actually had something I could harvest? Unfortunately, probably quite a few of them, so I'm going to have to walk back over them anyway. Okay, well, that's a lesson against using that ability. Right, let's take you out if I can. Let's not hurt my ally, though. Right, you can finish him off for me. Hopefully. There we are. You alright? You're still bleeding. It's not great. Pow. And... okay, you're way too far away for me to deal with. There we go. Some decent EXP so far. Now, this will take me back to Joppa, I'm fairly certain. Oh, no, we're fine. We're still wandering around on the outside. May as well get all of these vine wafers we can, because then once we've learned cooking, we can turn them into ingredients for food. And vine wafers, I believe, have thirst-reducing qualities, which is, you know, quite a useful one. You're perfect. Good. Let's wipe you out then. If we can. Can't do it anymore. That's fine. Sap everywhere. Okay. Please try not to get too much sap on me. Now, of course, you're going to go and get into a fight with that one down there. It's coming off worse for wear. Ooh, a corpse. I will accept it. Yes, take. We will be trading these to the merchant. You can absolutely do that. If we can end up with enough money to get one of those swords, I will be super happy with that. And the other reason for checking out all of these screens one by one, well, first and foremost, is this is just full of water vine. It's a good place to come if you're hungry. You can almost always get some decent water vine from it. As you can see, there's so many of them. It would kind of be silly to imagine you wouldn't get at least a couple if you checked out all of the screens. That being said, after a certain point, you just don't need any more because you're going to end up with so much water vine from it. I would like to try to convince you to join me. No, still unconvinced. Well, it's a bit of a shame. It's fine, though. I'll let it be for now. And up to the north. Just grab all of these. There we are. Not bad. We're going to end up with so much water vine from this. We're probably not going to have to worry about harvesting any more for a long, long time after this. So I'll likely not worry too much about water vine. I'll grab it if it's in my way, but I'm not going to go out of my way again until our stocks get a little bit lower. I'll check out exactly how many I've got in a moment. You know what? Sure, let's toggle this. So we'll have Shift S for that one. There we go. Yoink. So we should now be illuminating our surroundings. And laser beam. Laser beam again. Oh, and it looks like our water vine farmer just leveled up. Excellent. We'll spend your level in a moment. And that way we can actually demonstrate that as well. Okay. I would ultimately prefer to have a different character with us. Something that is naturally a little bit stronger than a water vine farmer, but you know, for the early levels, this will do. We'll have someone who can level up, someone who can gain mutation points, and all of the other good stuff along for the ride with us. You never know, they might actually become fairly powerful, given enough nurturing. Still, it would be better if we got something that started out at an equivalently low level, something like a legendary Snapjaw, and had better stats to begin with. Is there anything further north? There probably is, actually. And with this, we will have explored all of the tiles around Joppa, which is a nice thing to have done, simply because, ooh, that looked like that might have been a decent bit of water there. But no. Let's take you out. Okay. Another corpse. Get that. Now, anything else around here that we can grab? Not too much more. Take you down. Some of the creatures are a little bit harder to see with this tile set, unfortunately. We should be back to the graveyard, yeah. Okay, and grab the harvestable water vine while we're here. Just gonna grab you as well. Now, what you can end up with is a chain of people. If the mutations happen the right way, you might end up with a person with Beguile. In which case, you could have a chain of people beguiling people, which would be pretty awesome. Right, let's trade with you. I've got a bunch of corpses. They're not going to get me a lot, I guess, but still they're not terrible. Oh, I didn't wear my boar skin. I've got 113 vine wafers. And it's nuts. Yeah, we barely got any money from that, but that's fine. Is there anything that I would like to take off you? I wouldn't mind the arrows, honestly. Sure. And it doesn't bother me. I'll take all 98 wooden arrows from you. That being said, no. Let's take all of the steel arrows instead. Okay. Trade complete. That's a little bit better. Alright, reload my bow. And now then, we want to dominate. So dominate is control Yeah, Control X. Yoink. I am now controlling the farmer. So, with that, we can go and have a look. You've got Vine Wafer Sheaf. I can have you drop that if I particularly wanted to. You're wearing some gear. Let's have a look at your reputations. Children of Mammon hate you. What's eating the water vine? We've got the same quest. That's all fine. 78 points. I could get you a couple of things, but generally speaking, I would say since the Vine Reaper is an axe, and I'm quite happy with you wielding it, I'm going to give you skills with using axes. That seems reasonable. You've already got Harvestry. You don't have enough for meal preparation. Let's just make sure everything else is here. Yeah, that's fine. Acrobatics, no, you don't have the skill for that. You do have the skill for axe proficiency. So sure, you can get that one. Yep. But you don't have much else in that regard. You've got 1 mutation point. You have night vision. Maybe all creatures start with night vision. That might be the case. Alright. Well, we'll keep that and we'll buy it for you we'll buy you some more stuff in a little while. Can I toggle domination? Yeah, I can. End domination. Womp. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. I guess end domination can also be Control X. No, it can't. Okay, no then. Control Y it'll be then. Just so I keep all of those together. Control Y. Domination is broken. There we go. That worked quite nicely, I think. Right. Well, given that then, time for us to head out. And start making our way in the world. Got everything we wanted. Let me reload my bow. If we'd had a little bit more money, I would have loved to have bought some more of the gear. But wasn't going to happen. You pass a dogthorn tree. Doesn't look like that is something I can harvest. Hello. Well, let's take you out then. Yoink. Is that... No, that is not a harvestable plant. Go ahead. Take it out, please. I'm not going to spend too much point on it. You're famished. You'll move slower until you eat again. Oh, well, that's a bit annoying. What I could do is draw back a bit. Just wait for my farmer to go and do some things. Let's make a camp and interact with the camp. Whip up a meal. Rummaging over your surroundings, you find these ingredients. A dogthorn leaf, a dash of brine, a smidgen of crowned brine stalk, and a pinch of travelling brine. There we go. I'm no longer famished. Hooray me. My ally, bit messed up. Let's help you out a bit. Okay. Gonna need to wipe these guys out for now. Okay, I can't see anything, so I'll just join in. There we are. It's attacking me, which is generally better than it attacking my ally. Because my ally is actually getting low on health. I'm a little bit concerned about that, actually. Because they're gonna just be on this rampage to kill all of the glow pads. Right, uh-oh, it is going to kill him. Unless I can help. There we go. Don't get involved in this fight. Or rather, I'll tank it first. There we go. No, can this... No, why? I've made a very big mistake. I'm about to lose my hireling to a bunch of glowing plants. Glowing lily pads. Why? Yoink. Let's take you out. Please stop getting killed. It would be my firmest desire for the kilt to stop. Okay. I guess I'll just wail on you with my lasers for now. And get over there. Now I've got a little bit more health to me. And you'll wipe them out. Okay, there we are. I've gained a level. Not too bad, I suppose. Let's get over here where you're somewhat safer. Let's have a look at you. Okay, you're injured. That's fine. I could have gone a lot better, but A tribute point. Now, I could spend that on ego and raise my my abilities even higher, and I think I shall. There we go. Right, let's actually have a look. So, this level, mental attack versus a creature of plus 10 hit points, may only beguile creatures at level 10 or lower. Now, I don't know if that's telling me what level it really is. This could be telling me what the base level is. In which case, I could be able to dominate creatures of like level 25 or lower. Or rather, beguile them, level 25 or lower. And they could be getting 25 extra hit points. It would be quite interesting. Can't advance that one for a while. Domination. The cooldown... Oh, the duration is quite long. Doesn't look like... Oh, it's just increased chance of success, but it doesn't actually tell me how likely that is to happen. Alright. That's fine, though. Well, there's no point in me using my mutation points. I can't, in fact. So we're just going to be saving those up for a little bit. Right, let's go across here. We'll take out this glow pad from a nice, safe distance away. Whomp. And again, a couple of times. There we are. And you should be able to finish off at this point. And, of course, you're going to just go straight down there. At this stage, I think you're safe enough. Especially if I help out a little bit. Can you finish it? Ooh, it's actually getting some good attacks on you. Okay, fine, I'll move in. Oh, never mind, he was dead. Any other items around here? We've got some vine wafers I can gather here and there. I may as well. You as well. But I'm not seeing like any star apple trees or anything particularly nice. Unfortunately. Alright, continuing on. Got another empty area. We've got a couple of glowfish. The glowfish and the glow pads fight. And they can actually mess each other up. Oddly, considering the glow pads are pretty strong. At least they seem to be when we're fighting them. But, and the glowfish seem pretty much the opposite of strong. It doesn't always go our way. It's rather odd. I've got 148 skill points, though. I'm thinking that I would like to take cooking. Yes. Take cooking. Meal preparation, harvestry. I'd like to take butchery next. And we're going to be going down the route of that a little bit more aggressively this time. Right, choose ingredients to cook with. Oh, preserve my fresh foods. There we are. 126 vine wafers into 378 servings of vine wafer sheaf. We are never going to run out. And it's taking up no weight whatsoever, which is kind of glorious. Actually, let me have a look at those. So I've got goat jerky, HP-based effects to food and meals, and water and thirst-based effects to cook meals. That's fine. Let's choose ingredients to cook with. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Cook. Okay. So we gather some fixings, some goat jerky, some vine wafer sheaf, and a dash of tasteful witchwood. You eat the meal. Start to metabolize the meal, gaining the following effects for the next of the day. Whenever you drop below 20% HP, you don't thirst for the next 12 hours. Okay, bit of an interesting one that. Not exactly what I was hoping for, I'll be honest with you. But it'll do. Did 7 damage with that attack. 7 damage with that time. We hit 4 times because of the penetration on our lasers. 4 damage that time. I'm not sure exactly. 15 damage. That was a particularly high roll on all of the hits. And that's it for my attacks there. I'll just finish you off. I am going to wipe out the fish while I'm swimming. You know, because I'm stupid. Why would I do that? I don't know. Let's not be in the water for now. Let's just move over here. It looks like my hireling, or rather, my beguiling, doesn't necessarily want to attack those glow pads, so that's fine. I don't mind that at all. Might be that they couldn't see it. I'm not sure. Is anything else here? Let's have a look. It seems reasonable, honestly. Now, the other thing with having the night vision, which affords me, and the reason why I'm looking around is that sometimes there are chests on the maps. Don't assume that just because it's a simple map that there's not going to be anything there. There are sometimes just random chests or just random stairs down, actually. The other thing with the night vision over just having lasers is that if you use all your lasers up, all of the charges of your laser, then you can end up not being able to see in the cave. You might have grown used to being able to see in the cave, and then suddenly you're... Oh, really? Really? You die over there. No, he didn't die. Hooray. Thank you for returning. But if you've grown used to being able to see and suddenly it's taken away from you, that can actually be really, really disorienting. And quite deadly. Right, still on our way. And they just leveled up, excellent. I wonder how many times you've leveled up. Ooh. We've got over there a albino ape. Tough and natural. Set in the middle of the great white head of this ape are two red eyes that gleam with savage intellect. Snowy white fur covers the ape's hulking frame. He lifts an enormous fist and beats his chest in fury as you approach. Equipped, fist, and fist. There's a couple of them. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ogre ape. Komki Koko Uka, the stylish, legendary albino ape. Set in the middle of the great white head of this ape are two red eyes that gleam with a savage intellect. Loved by apes, disliked by water barons for telling bawdy jokes, and disliked by the villagers of Shanamur for worshipping a highly anthropic being. Equipped, puma chitin vest, electric snail shell, weird artifact, ape fur cloak, jewel-encrusted snakeskin amulet. Lots more. It's impossible for me to defeat that ape. And I'm so tempted to try and beguile it. So incredibly tempted. Let's go and chat with him. Pound's chest. Live and drink. Let's have a look at you. From the great sloping forehead of this man-ape sprouts no hair. Through rich black fur courses over the rest of her body. Broad knuckles bear the brunt of her weight as the beast saunters forth in search of something to clobber. Oh, okay. Pound's chest. Do you have anything to... Nope. Live and drunk, friend. And you. Okay. I'm going to trade water ritual with you. Alright. Reputation with apes has improved quite a lot. Water balance has gone down. And the village of Shanemur has changed a little bit as well. Okay, now my reputation is 75. That's actually pretty good. Teach me your ways. Learn conk. No. Live and drink, friend. Live and drink. Do you have anything to trade? Oh, you do, actually. Albino monkey braid. Crocossins. Frowning moon mask. I've not seen that before. Let me have a look at that. Look. This is a highly decorative frowning moon mask. Gazing at it makes you feel somewhat sleepy. What be this? Swath of verdant forest loam. Patchwork coat. Coat of several frayed, vari-coloured patches stitched together. Beaded bracelets, you know, nice things. Wool kilt. Quite nice. Shall we see if we can beguile them? I mean, I might be able to. Probably a sufficiently high level that it might be dangerous, though. Well, if our character's going to die, let's find out now. Yeah. Yeah. Your coquetry infuriates Komiko Koko. You pass by the Brinestalk. I think I just got punted. Yeah, I think they hate me now. Well, worth trying. Maybe I should have gone for someone else. No. I'm going to go this way. And my ally is with me. Let's just keep moving in this direction. Okay. We've infuriated someone who is impossible for us to deal with. But that's fine. That's fine. We're just going to move on. Thankfully, we got hurled towards the edge of the map. And that has probably saved us. We're going to sneak up back over here and then sneak off in this direction so we're still going in the same straight line. But that was a lesson. So beguiling does work to your disadvantage. If you try to beguile something and it resists, bad things. However, that is not true of dominate. You will never upset someone through dominate, from what I understand. And there's kind of a useful reason for that, because if you would upset anyone you failed to dominate, and you were trying to dominate your ally so that you could spend their skill points, that would suck. Head over here. Oh no, you're going to go over there. Alright, I'll come up and help. There we go. You're cleaving them with that axe of yours. It's pretty good though. Dropping their armor quite a lot. Let's take this one out. We're only getting 10 EXP, but every 10 EXP helps. You know, kill 10 things with 10 EXP, you get 100, and that's not a small amount. In fact, we don't need that much more. We only need to kill 36 things to get our next level. And probably in that time, we will also see our farmer friend gain their next level. Ooh. Hello. Let me just try and take you out. Oh yeah, that was actually a bit nicer. The croc dies. Hooray. Let me help my friend here, because they are actually really hurting. Hit you. Oh dear, you're in amongst two of them. That is not good. Let me draw at least one of their attentions away from you. We've lost our hireling. Well, that sucks mightily. Oh well. We will take your gear. I should have given you your next level, really. That might have made a difference. Leather moccasins remove the sandals better? No, I don't think so. The Vine Reaper, though. Remove that. The Iron Vine Reaper. Less penetration. Oh, no. I would say it's not actually as good. Hold on. Body. Yeah, we'll take the Woven Tunic. Gives us a bit of a better dodge. I've got 8 dodge value, but like no real armor value right now, which is a bit of a shame. Okay. Well, let's just wipe these out while we're here. Okay, we're not finishing that off anymore. I'll just step up to the fight. Take these out myself. Keeping a close eye on my health, because, again, they're not actually pushovers. Unfortunately. You'd think they would be, considering they're basically glowing lily pads. But no. No, in actual fact, they can give as good as they get. So bear that in mind. Let's continue on. Hope you can't hear my stomach rumbling. How embarrassing. There's not much I can do. I've tried having words with it. I've tried being reasonable. But no, it just refuses. However, we have got here a shrine to Uthridonkt, Gunteltborn. The shrine depicts a significant event of the life of the ancient sultan, Uthridonkt. Throughout the entirety of 335, Uthridonkt plundered all of Bemor, particularly rejoicing in the lamentations of bears and succulents. He became known as Woe of Bemor. Wow, I've now discovered Bemor. Excellent. I've got a new quest. Oh, so many new quests. Let's go and actually set up some of these quests, shall we? Historic sites. Go to visit both of these, please. North of Red Rock. Oh, wow. South of 6 Day Stilt. That's going to be tricksy for me to get to. That's a very long way away. And also, I'd probably be murderized by Dawn Gliders on the way there. Don't mess with Dawn Gliders, unless you're basically fireproof. Then still don't mess with Dawn Gliders. Just be less likely to run away if they happen to be on the map, but aren't heading towards you. Be a little bit more confident if you're fireproof, but still don't mess with them. Dawn Gliders are no joke. I am shocked, truly shocked, that we have not yet come across any Snapjaws that I can beguile. It makes me sad. Though, you know, we're still grabbing a little bit of EXP. We've only got to kill 18 more glow pads. Hooray. Let's keep going. There we go. One down. Another one over here, and I don't have to get in the water for it. Always good. What? What? No, I'm afraid you have to die. Now, bear in mind, don't simply assume you can kill all glow pads. If you see a glow pad that is a different color from normal, check first. I am watching for it. There are a few named glow pads. There are a few named mushrooms as well. Some of them are traders. Some of them are really good. Now, the cool thing about dragonflies, they can't hit you because they can't land unless they're on a different elevation, and as a result, can't actually interact with the elevation below them. And that's also true. If you pick up the winged mutation and can fly, it's really useful. You can just take off. Then only things that can shoot can actually interact with you. Take you out, take you out. You should actually be fairly close now. Yeah, only 10 more things to go. We discover Ikawa. You note the location of Ikawa and location's ruins. Ooh, found a ruin. And I don't have a friend. I'm a little bit afraid. Little bit afraid. Okay, well on that note, as we've discovered Ikawa, we're going to be wrapping up this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.